Welcome back to the History Club podcast.
Woo! We are so excited to be back. We have our first guest of season 3 here today.
Yes.
Please welcome Jared.
Hello, everyone.
Jared, is this your first time on a podcast?
It is.
Are you excited?
I am.
This is so exciting. Jared is one of our STEM guests who we teased in last week's episode. He's an engineer, and as such, he knows a lot about trains. And Owen has a very important question that he'd like to lead off to Jared.
Jared, what is your favorite train, my friend?
My favorite train is a 464 streamlined New York Central Hudson.
Beautiful.
Tell us more about this train. Why is it your favorite?
I am a sucker for anything 1920s, 1930s. I love the streamlined aesthetic. In its own right, the Hudson is a very powerful class. I know we had a discussion earlier about another member of the IRC's favorite train, and that is the Shunter. I like the long hauls. Anything that can really move anything. For my transportation engineers.
When you watch medias like Thomas the Tank Engine, do you see the accuracies in their portrayals of trains?
Most of the Thomas the Train. First, to start, I have the entire thing on DVD. I was that type of child. And most of the Thomas the Train's engines are based off real life engines. Yes.
Very interesting. What year is Thomas the Tank? Is he a 1920s train? Is he more modern?
Thomas himself, I don't know his exact year, but I know he's a British built. Post-war, so after World War II.
Oh, wow.
Ever steamer.
Wow.
Interesting.
And also, so you said 1920s is your favorite decade for trains. Do you have a least favorite trains decade?
When diesel started hitting the market, I am a sucker for steam trains. I like steam trains over the diesels and the electrics. I'll take an overhead electric before I'll take a diesel.
How do you feel about bullet trains?
The Japanese bullet trains, they can't be beat. I want that network for the US.
That would be pretty sick.
The Eurostar network is great as well. I would love to be able to sit back, relax, and be on a 1 hour high-speed rail line to DC instead of having to jump on the plane every time.
I agree. If you could build a high-speed rail network in the United States, where would you think the first one you would make?
The first one is the Northeast Corridor.
Okay.
So it'd be DC to Boston with a stop in New York. It'd also go up to Toronto, Ottawa, and all that jazz.
Well,
Pretty cool.
Canada.
Pretty cool.
Yes.
Oh.
Keep them connected.
There's a lot of proposals for different high-speed rail networks. Some going from Detroit all the way to Ottawa. Others, the East Coast complete, so it's Boston down to Miami. And then, of course, you have the cross-country lines, which I think are plausible, but we'd have to have a full East Coast and then a West Coast and then connect them.
Yeah.
That would be pretty... That would take a lot of work.
It would.
Yeah.
And a lot of transportation it is. But.
Yeah. I want to expand a little bit further outward to more just general public transport. What's your top 3 favorite modes of public transportation?
I'm a Boston boy. I gotta love my commuter line. Reliable for the most part, and unlike the Orange line, not on fire. So my commuter line. I'm going to sound scandalous. I don't mind the car. The car has its place.
Oh, wow.
I agree. I agree with that.
Of course. Unless you're driving a truck for computing regions, in that case, and I'm talking to you. No, don't.
I agree. I agree with that too.
They take up too much space. That's the big thing.
I agree.
And our parking spots are not meant for them. I'm sure you all park in there.
Yeah.
Both of you are commuters, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yes and no.
I don't have a car, but...
These cars.
Yeah, sorry.
You feel the pain of trying to park between 2 pickup trucks.
Yeah, these ones are bad here. I would say this is something this fictional university fails at. Is their parking spaces are just... But... Did you get to number 3?
Oh, 3. Commuter line, high-speed... the car and high-speed rail.
High-speed rail. That's a perfect.
High-speed rail is probably number 1, though.
Yeah. So you referenced the Orange Line catching on fire a lot, which is very true of Boston. But you've traveled. We'll get into the travels later. You've traveled to other cities with arguably better metro lines. Do you have a favorite metro line in any city you've visited?
Copenhagen is the best.
Yeah.
5-minute trains, even DC can't match it. Being able to get anywhere and not have to worry about a time schedule is a dream that I have for the US. I hope to one day be part of that dream, but we'll see how the cards get played and if I just escape to Europe instead.
Understandable.
Fair
You got Pursuit. He's got a very interesting. We want to mention he's wearing a very nice
Quarter zip.
Yes,
So-
quarter zip.
To the audience, while I am a member of the IOC, I am also a president of my own club here on this fictional campus. It's called ARIMA, which that's the acronym for American Railway Right-of-Way Association. We are a national organization that focuses on getting future engineers, transportation, electrical, mechanical, and structural, all involved with the American Rail program and getting them in contact with industry leaders now so that they can have internships lined up for when they do graduate or looking for that position. Ideally, it is leading to me to join a project. Now, this is on the books. It's soon. I'm waiting in line for the interview still, unfortunately, but ideally I'll be joining the South Shore Purple Line expansion project.
Ooh.
So
that's pretty cool.
One for, hoping and praying, but
yeah. Wish him luck in the comments. Yes.
Joe
this
Biden.
Is very exciting. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden is in our comments.
He is. Sometimes.
Yeah, he's in hibernation right now, but he'll be back. He'll be back.
He'll be back. Do you guys have any? So that's like, I assume that's like your thing, not just an ARIMA thing, the internship. But do you guys have anything lined up for ARIMA for the?
So we have
semester?
we have our main event, which is a multi-company career panel. We've invited speakers from, at this point, 5 different companies: MassDOT, HRVP, ACOM, and a couple others that I can't think of at the top of my head. And all their main goal is to show and explain how a project goes from start to finish and the interactions between the different levels of the project. So you have the owner, the supplier, the contractor, and a regulatory body. And we want to show students of all engineering types and of any major how these projects go along and what we can expect through that kind of negotiation, and kind of take the fear out of what goes on behind the doors.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's going to be mid-March, so we're still in the planning phase, but we've secured all the speakers at this point, so we're very excited.
That's pretty awesome.
If you guys go to this fictional university, of course you don't, because why would you? But if you do, you should support ARIMA. You should join.
Oh, most certainly.
Yes.
We'll give out hats and quarter zips.
Quarter zips are in right now.
I need to get some.
Yes, Owen.
I'll show. Next episode, I'm going to show up wearing an ARIMA hat.
The hats are nice too.
They are
that.
very nice. Yeah. And what positions in internships do the members of ARIMA end up getting into?
It all depends on your specific. So specifically, my major with this hypothetical university is a civil engineer. Civil engineering has different concentrations. My 2 goals are structural and transportation. With my transportation hope, I would be working on outlining new development or refreshing designs of older developments that are being redone and maintained. So ideally, I'm laying the template of where transportation will be interacting with the city and how it can best serve the community's needs, be it getting residential to downtown or bringing residential to a workplace. So with the South Shore Expansion Project, they're hoping to go further down into the Cape area to reconnect it to the center of Boston, specifically South Station, so that it'd be in contact with the finance center of Seaport.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Yes.
So you wouldn't be working on like cargo trains? That's like another sphere?
So in Massachusetts, unfortunately, we only have 2 cargo lines.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yes,
Oh.
we have 2 rail yards and 2 main prominent cargo lines. Both are operated by SCX with MassDOT ownership. I'd love to see expansions of this. We had SCX recently, a couple of years ago now, buy out the remaining Pan Am company.
Yeah.
Which, yes, the Pan Am that operated that airliner, they own trains as well, but not anymore.
Wow.
So, yeah. And that's fairly local to this fictional university. That's just a couple towns down south.
Pretty nice.
This is very exciting.
Yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot already.
Yes.
So you've mentioned your major as a hypothetical member of this university being civil engineering. And I'm certain that there are several challenges that come with classes and just overall learning how to become a civil engineer. What challenges would you say are most apparent for the individuals looking to get into civil engineering, and which ones aren't?
If you don't like math, don't try.
Give up.
90% of my day is looking at numbers, and they're not fun ones.
Yeah.
And the other 10% is looking at images that you've seen.
Yes.
The wonderful diagrams that are only going to get more and more complicated as I go further into the depths of. Can I swear?
Oh,
most
Wonderful.
certainly.
It's further into the depths of hell that I call my profession. As much as I enjoy what I do, my homework has turned into an hour of problem, and we don't get less than 6 problems in our homework assignments.
Yeah.
I have 6 classes this semester.
Oh.
As well.
Yeesh.
It's fun.
Oh.
As for like unseen challenges that people wouldn't think about, what would you say?
I'm sure you can ask any STEM major this. We all have a secret caffeine addiction. We all try to hide it. I went, from a good, respectful, just chugging tea in high school to get through the day, to coffee in my freshman year, and now I'm addicted to energy drinks.
Wow.
That may or may not be due to a member of the IRC, but and they know which one I'm talking about if they watch this podcast.
Oh, most certainly.
Because they got me addicted to a very certain kind of energy drink.
And
Comment
multiple
below if that's
others.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment below.
Comment below. It's okay.
We know
We
who you
forgive
are.
Yeah, we do. So obviously challenges come with the major.
Yes.
Do you have a least favorite class you've taken, one that sticks out?
Anything owned by the math department. The math department is I don't know if I can say this.
They're
probably
not
the
watching.
least. They're not watching. The least helpful in this fictional campus.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They don't like the students. I think they just enjoy the power trip that they have over the engineers.
Wow.
Because no one is a math major. If you are a math major, why? Just be an engineer. You'll make more money.
Sure.
And what would you say is like the most rewarding thing that comes as a civil engineer major?
Especially in this IRC, watching the light rain from everyone else in the room as I start talking about my interests.
I love to hear you talk about your statics homework, though.
A dying crowd. That's all I'm going to say.
Do you want to tell the podcast they're forced to listen? I mean, they're already probably like,
They have to audience.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you have anything you want to say to them about statics?
All I'm happy is I passed the class. I'm on to the next thing.
We're onto dynamics,
Onto
isn't it?
dynamics of space
yes.
materials. So it's only up and up, ideally from here.
Mm-hmm.
Have you taken fluids yet?
Not yet. I'll need to do it. I'm doing fundamentals of electricity first, since I'm scared of fluids.
Yeah.
Understandably, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to episode 13's guest, Caden,
Yes.
who did not take fluids, but alerted me to the concept that there was a class called fluids.
So the fun part with engineering is eventually all of our classes just get boiled down to one word, where we have soil, fluids,
Soil.
soils. Yep, we got soil, we got fluids, we got water, we have concrete,
Oh.
and then we've got another one. I can't think of it at the moment, but it's the great part where after your sophomore year you don't have classes, you have subjects.
Mm.
Have you taken soils yet?
I have not. That is a
Okay.
senior level course.
Okay.
I have met the professor who teaches it. He's a great man. Unfortunately, that class looks terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, we have steel. That's the other one.
course.
That makes a lot
Of
of
course.
sense. Yeah.
The steel manual is what engineers mainly call our holy Bible.
Mm.
It's heavy enough to bludgeon someone with it, and it's the only thing that they don't let us have as a PDF, unfortunately.
Oh no. That's
So,
fucked up.
It's fun.
Yeah. How frightened are you by water?
Like a cat to it.
So, are you taking any of these classes this semester? These subject ones?
Not the subjects just yet.
Okay.
I'm skirting around them at the moment.
Mm.
I'm strength materials, dynamics. God, I should have memorized my schedule before coming on this. Fundamentals of electricity. Back on the pod.
Back in the pod.
Back on the pod.
We're back.
We're back, guys.
Hello, welcome back. So we have differential equations, dynamics, geomatics, strength materials, IOC, and fundamentals of electricity. And then I also have a geomatics lab, which is going to be unique.
Can I ask, what is geomatics?
So geomatics is basically so for my engineering friends, it's AutoCAD so basically it's blueprints with measurements and then how it works and projects into reality.
Okay, that makes sense actually. Yeah.
But the fun part is making the blueprints, which takes about 4 times longer than what you would think it would, since our programs are very clunky and have not been updated since the 80s. Just appearance-wise.
Yeah.
They run slow as anything as well.
Is it like knockoff AutoCAD or is it?
No, it's real AutoCAD and Revit. They are great. You know, they work eventually.
Sometimes.
We hope when VLabs isn't down.
Yeah.
Oh, VLabs. That's a throwback.
It's unique.
Yeah.
It's fun, and they removed the civil engineering one, so now I have to deal with all the mechies and the general engineering one, and it runs even slower now.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that.
It does.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we had different VLabs. I only use it for stats ones, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they have a statics one, a general engineering, and then they had a civil one, where it had more specific engineering programs that I could use, but I guess I don't have access anymore.
Wow.
I'm looking at you, Dean's office. Please fix this.
Dean's office. Dean, comment below.
Or
I don't
Joe.
know who the dean of. Yeah, or Joe.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. I think,
Joe
I think
Biden,
you
come
can
down
fix
from
this.
the heavens.
All right. And so you may have heard, but Jared is a member of the IRC, the Model UN team here on campus. You've been since your freshman year.
I have. This is my 3rd year with the program.
Yes. Do you have a favorite memory?
Can I use names? Is this a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's, of course, since we're an imaginary university, there's no professors or club advisors, but there's certainly other podcast guests and students.
Of course. The most traumatic, let's start with that one first, since I think that one's funnier. When we had our dear friend and guest that we totally appreciate, run away drunk in the middle of Boston.
Yeah.
And we had to go run around, South Boston. So on the border was Jamaica Plain. And for all our friends in the audience, that's not the best area to be running around drunk after midnight.
It's true.
And eventually we did find him, because thank God I know the streets around Jamaica Plain, at a 7-Eleven.
Oh boy.
Getting God knows what.
Chicken, right?
I think it may have been chicken.
Yeah. You're the one who hunted. I wasn't on the hunt.
Yeah.
I was like the elite in my ivory tower, watching over you guys.
I believe it was me and Sam or me and Ronan.
So.
I forget at the exact moment.
I've been both.
It may have been.
It's definitely one of those two. The freshman, unfortunately.
But my best memory with the IOC group is either running around Copenhagen and doing the dive bars and the bar hopping with the IOC members, our greatest British friend, and our German counterparts that we met there, or running around with our former great leader and president, the now retired man, and seeing all the DC monuments with them.
Oh,
that was his
time.
favorite memory.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Look at that.
When we talked about it with him, he absolutely adored it.
It was great. I'm happy I caught it in my freshman year and not the previous year. I heard there was a little hiccup with that, unfortunately.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I don't know any further details to go on. Unfortunately.
Mm.
It's a fun time.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memories too.
Yes.
I did love taking that trip.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
True facts.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, what would you say is the most difficult country that you've had to represent
Mm.
in committee?
This is a good question. Yemen or Iran?
Ooh,
Yeah, those would do it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty rough.
Yemen for the unfortunate lack of power in the general region, and then Iran because everyone else was out for you.
Yeah. Which committees were those?
Most likely either an environmental or a DISEC. I don't deviate from those two much because I'm useless in a financial, and then I'm not good. I do have morals as an engineer, but I'm not one for the who.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah. So you guys are going to a conference in Belgium very soon. Do you guys have committee assignments yet? No. No. Okay,
next
month away. Yes. What was your top pick?
DISEC.
DISEC. Oh, they're doing a DISEC there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And then for the you're going to a Model Arab League month after, and you were going to be on
Environmental.
Yes. Sticking to your guns.
Yeah.
There you go. Sticking to what he knows.
Exactly. Well, the benefit with these two committees is there's a higher chance for me to involve my engineering background. There's always some kind of question about, with environmental, it's going to come to the seawater rising. It's always an issue. And always everyone, a water issue, and everyone screams desalination plants and screams that they've got to raise the seawalls and protect the coastal cities and all that jazz. And I'm here to tell you there's other options. For getting your fresh water, it's mind-breaking. It's called a little thing called an aquifer. And people apparently forget they exist. I have to spice it up sometimes by calling it ancient water. It is technically there's two versions. Unfortunately, the stuff in the Middle East doesn't typically replenish itself.
Okay.
So it is called fossil water.
Okay.
Because aquifers will at least replenish themselves over time. Fossil water will not. But we've seen many countries in real life succeed by using fossil water, and they've got stores of it for up to 50 to 70 years. So it is an option.
Wow.
You don't need a desalination plant, and then you don't need a nuclear energy plant just to run the thing.
Wow.
Although if you do, that's the way I would do it.
I think you should play this clip at Newmole. I think first day of committee, guys. Let's just get this out of the way.
I beg, I plead.
Pull up the whiteboard.
Yeah.
I literally brought maps to the last time I was in an environmental capsule, and I'm like, these are the fossil water reserves in the entirety of the MENA region. Use them, god damn it.
Dude, to be a fly on the wall in a committee with Jared, that would be so beautiful.
I'm an incredibly petty person, debater. I've been told I'm scary by at least one person in every single committee room I'm in. It's most likely because I stare at people with a deadpan expression and a three-piece suit, and I just take notes about what you say. And then I'll eventually stand up and either say, in a very most diplomatic way, "You're an idiot, please try something else, and here's my suggestion," or "Good job, you've had a decent thought, here's how I elaborate on it."
Wow. Skilled man.
Yeah.
This man knows how to get to yes.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
We love getting to yes
We
here.
love getting to yes.
And I wanted to ask you, you will be working together with our current IRC president, Mr. Ronan,
No way.
Yes.
on our local Model United Nations conference for the Security Council. And I wanted to ask you what the topics are that you have chosen for this.
I've left Ronan to his own devices. He basically picked both topics. So I've kind of just chugged away at my own. I'm dealing with the Yemeni civil war and all of the challenges that come with having one of the three factions just evaporate in the span of a month. I could not tell you what Ronan's working on at the moment. He's got a lot of stuff written.
Tell us to come back on the pod
Oh yeah,
and tell us ourselves.
he'll always be on. He's
Yeah.
the most frequent guest.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
He is,
We love our dear president.
and he could talk for hours on random questions.
Yes, but only random questions.
Only random
only
questions.
one-word answers. Shout out Ronan. Thank
Shout
you
out
for
to
coming
Ronan.
on.
Hi
Thank you, Mr.
Ronan.
President.
Hi Ronan's mom.
I read his mom.
Hi Ronan's mom. So you talked about the environmental committee. Obviously, beef with water. I understand. Do you have a topic you're looking forward to?
This is kind of outside of my wheelhouse a little bit because it's dealing with the impacts of war on the environment.
Oh.
So it's unique because it either boils down to one of two things from what I've noticed. Either they actually start addressing the issues of war and its consequences
Mhm.
to people and the environment, and they start proposing different ways that we can minimize that impact as suggestions to, the I forget the exact body for the MENA region that handles all that, but it's not the UN Security Council. Maybe the UN Security. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Or it devolves into battery-powered tanks that have solar panels on the roof.
Yeah.
Novel
So-
idea, but I think we've lost.
We love solar power.
We love this. We love the sun. But it's like saying the U.S. using depleted uranium rounds as an effective way of getting rid of a nuclear power waste.
Yeah.
It's a minor impact.
I want to get back to transportation in just a little bit.
Of course.
Obviously, with Mali UN, we've traveled a lot for these conferences, and you have a lot of experiences with transportation. So I want to hear your thoughts on airplanes and just flying and traveling, and your different favorite airplanes if you have any.
I am not an airplane person.
Oh.
I accept the necessary evil. Transportation they've made transportation such an effective and efficient way that they can't be removed from the modern society. I do have beef with cargo planes. Just throw that thing on a train and call it a day, and you won't have any near the carbon impact. Oh, I'm so sorry, Amazon package isn't next day delivery. You'll have to wait a couple of days for the train to make it across the country. My little hot take, but Atlantic crossings or Pacific crossings, understandable. Same thing, coast to coast. It's a big country. We're gonna need it, unfortunately. But eventually, I hope high-speed rail is cheaper, more efficient in the long run. We just got to invest in the infrastructure. Even with our current train network, we're having people, because we once at one day had a plane that went from Boston to New York. We still do in some aspects. People are saying that Acela, the new Amtrak train, will replace it. It won't. The simple matter is the Acela is built for a speed that it cannot achieve on its current rail network, because the rail network it runs on is for freight. Freight tracks, your max speed is upwards of 60 miles an hour at most, which means why make the track be able to handle a train going more than 70? So if the Acela is designed to run at 120, that's great. It can go 70.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a pivot from your question, unfortunately. But
No, it's perfect. I loved it.
If you were the president of the IRC, if you could choose every decision, would you guys take a train to DC or would you take the plane still?
there is a very the Acela train does go from Boston to DC. If we could comfortably miss another 2 days of school, I would make them take the train.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, again, you can't beat the speed of a plane.
Yeah.
An hour compared to, I think the Acela trip is like 6 hours. Which, granted, it's not like you're dealing with jet lag since we're in the same time zone with DC.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
one can hope.
I agree.
The cross-Atlantic journey has not been the same since the last day of the ocean liners, unfortunately. If I could have one wish, I would eliminate plane travel and be like, you have to take an ocean liner again.
Wow.
You suddenly get a week vacation to just cross the ocean.
Do you have a favorite boat? You've opened up the question for me, my friend.
Personally, it was my grandparents' boat. They owned a 40-foot Viking fishing style boat. It's a trawler. I grew up on the thing. I grew up maintaining it and helping them do every aspect of maintenance you could think, from scraping the hull to putting new bottom paint on it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never knew that about
Assembling the antenna towers. It was purely for show. Theoretically, it had everything equipped to go deep sea fishing. My grandfather would never be farther than 20 miles offshore.
Fair enough.
So this was in the ocean?
Yes.
Wow.
We were members of Braintree Yacht Club. After we've downsized from the 40-footer to my uncle's 23-footer, which he now keeps at West Augusta Yacht Club.
That's fancy.
Very nice.
It sounds a lot more fancier than it is. Braintree is nothing to look at, and then West Augusta is a step up, but it doesn't have the facilities that Braintree had.
Yeah.
But,
wow.
Yeah.
And then commercial-wise, unfortunately, its days are numbered. The SS United States, which, as many of you hopefully in the audience know, is the last blue ribbon, ocean liner America has in its possession. It was docked in Philadelphia for 50-odd years before being sent down to Florida, where it will now meet its end to a scrapping torch and eventually be sunk
Stinks.
off the coast of Florida for a diving expedition, yada yada.
What's the point of that?
Exactly. I think it's and I say this partially to the current president of the United States.
Yeah, you're listening.
Are you going to and willingly allow the ship bearing the title the SS United States to sink during your term? Because I do think it's a little bit of an ironic statement to have what was once the proudest and most boisterous ship the United States had to offer as the last ocean liner to be in existence for the United States, to be stripped of its glory, stripped of everything that made it recognizable, and sunk to the bottom of the ocean. A little bit ironic, if you ask me, but
yeah.
I agree. That was powerful.
That was good. I love that.
I like that. I hope he watches.
I hope so too.
We know Joe Biden does, but
yes,
we can't accept we can't accept the same courtesy from the current one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Joe Biden would have kept the vote.
He would.
Yeah. You probably love that boat.
Yeah.
And I want to say it didn't get sent down to Florida under that administration.
Yeah. Have you ever been sailing?
Only in like small personal craft.
Okay.
And by that I mean no larger than like a 10-foot boat on an ocean, not on an ocean, on the lakes.
That's cool though.
When I was in Boy Scouts, I did it quite frequently.
That would do it.
Yeah, it was quite fun.
Yeah.
What was it like being a Boy Scout?
I am not only a Boy Scout, I'm an Eagle Scout, so I did the whole 9 yards. I don't regret it. I wouldn't do it again.
Oh.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time with it, but it's my main takeaway from it is learning how to work with people that never will see eye to eye on any positions that you have, even though you've been in leadership longer than they were and have been teaching kids that are arguably in a worse shape on how to do much more complicated things than they ever have.
Yeah.
Because their father may or may not have been in control of the troop and gave him all the beneficial stuff, and his patrol still lost it most of the events.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you put these interpersonal skills to use in your time at the IRC?
I think it's part of the reason why I can sit in debate and someone be absolutely annoying in their position, and I can just deadpan stare at them and call them stupid to their face without saying it in a non-diplomatic way.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
I think that's why I originally learned it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's just gotten more refined as the years went on.
Yeah. Well, that's important. Do you have a favorite like merit badge?
Probably the plumbing one, since I taught it. I had the opportunity to teach it to my patrol and my troop as a whole. I also got it at summer camp, and I proudly was able to do everything on the merit badge before even being taught anything since of the family business.
This man is a renaissance man.
He really is, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, how do you feel about fishing?
I still go fishing. I don't do ocean fishing anymore, unfortunately. Equipment's far too expensive for that. But I'll go to a small lake or pond, and I'll drop a line in the water every once in a while.
Do you have a favorite fish?
Anything but the pike. They eat your lines, they eat your hooks, and it's just a nightmare to get them off the line.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Razor sharp teeth, and it sucks.
Oh. I've never been fishing. I don't know why I would know it, but
I went fishing one time, and it was not the best experience. We lost the lure, and then my buddy looked in the tackle box, and he was like, "I have nothing else," so we just ended. We just gave up.
Damn. Why is there nothing else in the tackle box? What was the point of bringing it? Just for show?
I think you forgot to stock up.
What I'm hearing is that this summer we should do a special pod episode where you teach us how to fish.
I'll do that.
Please do.
I've got a couple spare rods.
Comment
That'd
below.
be so fun.
One like, and we'll do it. Please.
Joe,
please, you can be that one like.
Caden, come on.
Yes, Caden.
Caden, please.
You can join us, I swear.
Yes. That'd be great. Guys, comment below which guest you'd like to have join us.
I'll dress up in my big giant yellow rain jacket. I don't actually own one.
You'll get
But
one.
I'll look like the Gordon's fisherman on the box.
This is great. I can't wait.
You'll see me in a less posh attire. Although I'm kind of looking more engineering for this because I wanted that perspective. So I put the jeans on instead of the chinos today.
I like it.
I did, if I can pivot, I did actually want to ask you about fashion.
Yes.
Because I would say, I hope this isn't offensive to anybody,
Almost
I
certainly
think
not.
the most fashionable IRC member.
And I would agree.
Yeah. It's not stiff competition.
Yeah.
But I think you blow it out of the water. Do you have any fashion hot take?
Wear what you feel most comfortable in.
That's
I get a lot of smack for only wearing chinos all the time. I find them more comfortable than sweatpants. Especially the Black Dog pants chinos that I have. I always fly in them, and I get a lot of smack at the IRC because I wear a belt when I go through their TSA lines. And, well, TSA already loves me. They adore the fact I have extra metal on my body.
Yeah.
What do you think is a very important thing for people to have in their wardrobe?
Have, like, 5 decent outfits. And I'm talking, like, not super... I'm not talking a suit. I'm talking, like, a nice quarter zip or a sweater, something that you can wear in cold, and a version of that you can wear in hot. So that way, whenever the event calls for it, you have something nice you can go and wear, and that you feel happy and proud to go out and confident in yourself. I feel like a good amount of someone's view of themselves is how they act and how they dress. I'm not saying you can't be the most confident man in the world wearing sweatpants and a crew in a sweatshirt. Whatever makes you feel confident.
Yeah.
That's not a crew. There's a hoodie.
It's okay. Last
No,
episode.
You got the leggings on though.
These are sweatpants. Also, I mean, we won't name names here, but I have seen you tie quite a few ties for other men in the IRC. I mean, first of all, if you have any thoughts on that, you can share. But do you have a favorite tie knot?
I do a simple, simplified version of the Windsor knot. So you just do a traditional tie knot. I could do it at the dock at this point, and that's the reason why I tie it. It looks good enough. I can do the fancy ones, but I have to sit in the mirror and watch myself do it instead of being able to hold a conversation with someone and tie it on them. I do believe any man or woman watched assault. If you wear a necktie, you should be able to put your own necktie on. Same thing to most of the members of the IRC. Please own a tie bar as well.
Oh.
Yes.
I have spares. I am tired of giving them out and not getting them back.
Yes.
I give you guys my cheap ones on purpose.
That's important. Maybe one day when we do the fishing episode, we'll do a tying tutorial.
Challenge. Tie it in the dark.
Yes. All right. And so now we're going to enter into our final segments of the podcast. We will, of course, ask Jared our question from last week's guest, which is the end of last season, episode 23. Sam, check it out.
It's been a long time since that one.
Long time, but you've watched. You remember.
Oh, yeah.
Sam would like to know, what's the biggest mistake that you've made that you would like to use as a teaching lesson?
That's a strong question, Sam. My biggest mistake was also probably one of the most expensive mistakes that I've ever made. In my household, I'm in charge of all the landscaping and all that jazz. Unfortunately, I live in the boonies, which means I've got 100-foot pine trees that surround my house. And we have this habit of putting a lawnmower in back of the garage to hide it from public view. Unfortunately, that means it's only about not even 20 feet from the tree line. And not even in a bad windstorm, like the weather was, not great, not bad, definitely a little windier than normal. We had a branch come down and completely squished my lawnmower like a pancake. It went on to put a couple holes in my roof and rip my siding off the back of the house, the garage that we just had installed. So it was not a fun mistake because not that I was outright blamed for not taking a giant limb off the tree that lost it, but I apparently was supposed to warn my family members that it may be an issue in the future and we should probably look into having that tree looked at by arborist. So let's put it this way. To anyone in the audience, mistakes may be blamed on you, but they may not be ultimately your fault. And I think that is the best advice that I can teach anyone.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
It is.
And your question for next week's guest?
Ideally, they're an IOC member, because my question for you is, what is your favorite place the IOC collectively has gone out to eat during our travels?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
I hope it's not Chili's. We've done so many better places.
There's nothing wrong with Chili's.
No, there's not. Chili's is damn fine.
Yeah.
But we've done, I think we can all agree.
We've traveled.
We've seen better.
Yeah, we've traveled. All right. And now it is time for rapid fire questions. Oh, we'll lead it off with the first question. I'll go and we'll do 3 each.
Alrighty. My favorite question to ask, I love to ask, what is your favorite book that you have read recently?
Common Sense by Thomas Paine. I have a full collection.
Oh, look at that.
That's a good pick.
That is. How
do you feel about buses?
I like buses. The Lowell Regional Transit's great. Streetcars are better.
I wanted to ask you, because you frequented Boston a lot, what's one good thing and one bad thing about Boston?
Good thing is no matter how long you're stuck in traffic, there's always something going on entertaining on the side of the road. One bad thing about Boston is don't take the wrong turn or you're not going home.
Yeah.
That's very true. What is one accessory you think everybody should own?
A timepiece, a watch, or some people like the ring watches. Not my forte, but have something nice. Like my daily is an Apple Watch, but on more fancy occasions, I have much better timepieces. I say to the two hosts that apparently don't have a timepiece.
We're gonna get some.
I'll go get one off of that recommendation.
Yeah.
It adds a little bit of flair to your wardrobe without being too obnoxious.
And you're a man of refined taste. I think we could all agree here. And I've asked you this question before in private, but I wanted the internet to hear this answer. What would you put on a charcuterie board?
There's a lot of options that you can choose from. I personally go for smoked meats and cured cheeses. With grapes and olives on the side, or ideally pomegranates as well, just to add something to cut the savoriness, something sweet. Or you go the opposite with the olives, where you have something. People describe them as musty. I dislike that verbiage so much, but unfortunately, when you rub shoulders with some elites, you'll get some weird names for stuff.
Wow.
Interesting. I knew you had a refined palate.
Smoked cheeses, cured cheeses, smoked meats, crackers. It's kind of your go-to for anyone's, what you buy off the shelf, but you can't beat a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite cheese?
Smoked Gouda.
Okay.
It's simple, but I like it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite smoked meat then?
Honestly, it's probably just salami. I'm a basic man at heart.
And then my final rapid fire question: you guys are going to Belgium soon, as we mentioned earlier.
Yep.
What are you most looking forward to do in Belgium?
So it's actually the first day that I'm most interested in, since this is our kind of break day that we get to explore the city. My cousin is currently studying in Paris, and she's invited me to her apartment for the day. So if I can make the train connections work, I'll be dropping my stuff off at the hotel and immediately banding the IRC for a day in Paris.
That would be
That's
fun.
exciting, though.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I haven't seen her in months, so she's doing her master's in interior design.
Ooh.
I hope you can make that work.
My fingers crossed.
I'm rooting for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was rapid fire questions. Thank you so much, Jared, for coming on. This has been a great episode. Long-awaited guest.
A wonderful first guest to open the season.
I think so. Do you have any final words to the podcast viewers?
Viewers, it's been an absolute pleasure to be on. I do hope I can make an appearance in future seasons at very least.
We'll make it happen.
The two hosts have been absolutely lovely, and they've supported me throughout my entire time in IRC, so I can only wish them the best.
Well, thank you, Jared.
Thank you, Jared.
And we are going to be so much more fashionable now with our watches.
Our watches.
And we're going to learn to fish our quarter zips. Oh, man. Thank you so much. Owen, any final words? Said it all already.
He pretty much has, yeah. He's a wonderful guest.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful human being, and I'm glad that he's my friend.
Yes, and I feel the exact same. Thank you so much, Jared, for coming on. Yes. Let's shake hands. Let's shake hands. Thank you, Jared. Thank you for watching the History Club podcast. Please comment below and tell us how much you enjoyed Jared as a guest. We know that you did.
And tell us your favorite train.
And tell us your favorite train. And tell us who you want to go fishing with. It'll be the three of us. It can be Caden. Whoever you want. Comment below.
Please do.
Bye.
Bye.